Kalispera Siolus. Welcome back to Tom Plays Civilization 6 for absolute beginners. We are back with Pericles and the Greeks. And this might be the end game. Okay, so our concern is over the number of tourists. We have at present one naturalist. And we're going to lose something important in every one of these sites. So we could lose an artifact, our only source of uranium, great, some sheep, or some wheat. Alright, well, seeing as it's probably not that urgent at the moment, I might go for this one. So that should bring in more tourists. We're probably going to give up on any more settlers. We were going to settle this land, weren't we? Looks like we have managed to take it into our realm after all. But we could do with builders because... ooh, uranium. Still not worth it. We're too close to the end. We could do builders because we might be able to make some seaside resorts. So let's see. Let's see what options we still have. But yeah, planning to push all out for a culture victory now. So anything we can do. Because Pedro is poised for a scientific victory. They are on their way to Mars. It's only 1915 and we're on our way to Mars. Right, so Ephesus. Okay. I want to do another art museum. Do an archaeological museum next, but I just concerned. Okay, Argos. Right. Well, before anything else, make a spy. We need spies. We need to start protecting our great works. We really do. Sinai. Okay. You build a spy as well. I don't know how many we can have, but we could do them in as many cultural centres as possible. I'm very concerned that people might start sending spies out to steal our great works. And we do have rather a lot of them now, so we need to at least have some kind of protection of our own. Steam power. Okay, we have a boost to electricity, so let's go with that. Make things a little quicker. Right, what are our options? We've already got an Acropolis in Corinth, but we don't have an entertainment complex. So let's build one of those. We need to start storing music, because I don't think we're gaining any benefit from it until we can put it on display, start broadcasting it, so entertainment complexes are important. Okay, let's form a national park. So if we check our current culture, we currently have 85 tourists, so hopefully this will improve that. Oh, we don't have radio yet. Okay, so that could help. So we've got a boost to radio. Okay, so it hasn't actually helped us particularly yet. Ah, we do have coal. We should exploit that. Also, we need to save our faith for naturalists, rather than using it for anything else now, unless the religious wars become pressing. Well, so far they're mostly fighting each other, so I think our biggest threat is from science. So we need to be extremely careful that we don't end up. Sure, that's fine. Happy to give you tobacco smoke. Well, tobacco. Just double check the science actually while we're at it. Okay, no apparent progress from there yet. I'm guessing there are 3 bits you need to send to Mars to win the game. I'd assume we'd see something here if the first bit had arrived, but then he could be building them simultaneously. Okay, we have another great writer, which is good. Always good news. Rhodes has just built a field cannon, which is great. I would love to keep building them, but I think we urgently need to build more Acropolises. Maybe an archaeological museum this time. Right, so Karl Capek. Let's head to Knossos first. That field cannon I may actually leave where it is. We could form a core instead, but until we're actually building another one, may as well stay in the encampment and protect that. Rossum's Universal Robots. I've got that, but I haven't read it yet. Really must get on with it. It's where the word robot comes from. It's I think it's Czech. The actual language robot means worker, so it's Rossum's Universal Workers, really. But they were artificial, like vaguely related to what we now consider to be robots, so the English word robot comes from that play. I think it's a play rather than an actual book. Okay, and we will do the other one in a Bolshoi Theatre. Excellent. Okay, so we have got the last great writer. So what we should do from here is find that economic one to do with tourism. I think it was this one I was thinking. And we'd put that in the wildcard slot. And then we must make trade routes to all other nations. I mean, that could probably wouldn't be enough to win as a game in itself, but it's worth it. So we now get to any nation we have a trade route with. Happy to be friends? We should make an alliance as well. Might be worth seeing if we wake up some of our traders and see if they can actually make routes now. Maybe not. A war with the Newts. Excellent. Electricity, so what we want, if possible, is radio. Perfect. So that allows us to build seaside resorts as well. Okay, we should also try to ally with Gandhi if we can. Research agreement on lasers. Okay, research agreement doesn't seem to be an option for him. Or her. Or Tomirus. Okay, I don't really want a research agreement with Pedro. I don't want to help him achieve his science victory. Right. Let's leave that. Oh, brilliant. So we've got our entertainment now. Need to start building arenas. In fact, can we do that with money? No. Don't have enough. Nope, that's fair enough. Not a problem. Seriously eyeing that builder up. Okay, I've got a boost to lasers, which is good. Yeah, it's worth a try. Why it asked us to move them again. I guess something must have got in the way. Grief. Feeling slightly outmatched here. Okay, we've gained radio. Plus 100% tourism across your empire. Yes, please. Again, another great artist, which is good. How are we looking? 97. But we now need 182. No apparent progress on there. Right. Oh! The Hermitage will take some art. Oh, quite a lot of art, in fact. Brilliant. I see, you can take a lot of different options. Right, so if we get this filled, then we can start rearranging art, hopefully, to theme it. Should help. Okay. Child's bath. Okay, so portrait. Okay. Oh, the Potala Palace. Completely forgotten we were building that. Nice. I have a feeling it was to do with culture, so I'm not sure what it'll do for us now. I suppose it still goes towards getting great people, in theory. But other than that, okay, what other options do we have? Broadcast centres are now an option. That should also mean they've finished an art museum. Right, Miletos, well, you just built a wonder, to be fair. Megara, right, they're going to struggle to build an Acropolis, or indeed anything, with those sheep there. Maybe build a harbour. At least they can be built on the ocean squares. Right, let's... Oh, actually there's not a museum down there. So let's send you to that one. You can go to this one. That's a sculpture, okay. And we've got either a new policy slot or we've lost one. Ooh, enemy spy level reduced by 2 in your lands. Your spy level is increased by 1 for offensive operations. I think that might be more important even than this, simply because we don't want any of our work stealing. So it's more that their level is reduced. Probably worthwhile. Brilliant. Needed a builder. Right, so what do we have here? Espionage. Right. I actually want you... Good grief, there's so much choice. To head to Athens. Let's make your last sculpture. Okay, so we're going to want to rearrange those in a bit. But I don't know if we can rearrange them immediately, so we might just leave it for a bit first. Let's build a broadcast centre in Argos. I was assuming the broadcast centre was actually part of the entertainment centre. So, possibly we didn't need the entertainment centres for our musicians. It's great, isn't it? Here I am supposed to be showing how to do this. A cup of tea. Okay, so that is a portrait. And it's reasonable to assume that any more will be a portrait as well. So if we take that and move it there, that's religious, isn't it? Not a portrait. That's annoying. Those are landscapes, so these are all by Angelica Kaufman. These are all by Mary Cassatt. We need a portrait by somebody else, I think, to theme it. And no one else has produced any portraits yet. Okay, fair enough. So we've been very lucky with our archaeology, not so lucky with the art. Right, let's move you two together. Where do we want to send you? To be fair, it would be nice to get the coal. I know we do need to build some national resorts, not some seaside resorts, but oh, I see. Fair enough. So 2 artists produce sculptures, 2 artists produce portraits. So we need a third to produce either of those, and then in theory we can have 3 separate themed art museums. It's just getting the third person. Okay, Sparta. So I actually want you to make a broadcast centre next. Great, there your entertainment centre is. I think it's actually just for amenities. Making people happier. Computers. Okay, right. What are our options? Telecommunications, robotics, advanced flight. Lots of options. Go with robotics. Alright, finally got our own coal, so that's something. Musket Man is done. I guess maybe put him in the encampment, seeing as we're not currently building any more troops. Never gonna happen, Gandhi. Also never gonna happen. How many great works did you think you were gonna give us? Ooh. 8-hand mirror. That's a relic. To be honest, no. Not keen on any of these. Might do the nanotechnology research. Don't mind giving you 5 gold just for that. Although you are also in the space race. But yeah, I don't really want to give up any great works, and you're asking quite a lot for your relic. Although I could win me the game. Might be worth considering. Still not sure whether to dig this up or not. Uranium's quite highly sought after. But then we need national parks. Okay, so is this the one that's in Athens now? Yes. Okay, well, to me, I'm honestly unsure. I kind of feel that maybe the campus would cover both of those. Does leave the Hermitage unprotected. So it basically protects the campus and all adjacent areas. I don't know if we need to worry about mines particularly, but we do need to worry about those two. They all have great works in. We're going to have a job getting proper spy coverage for cultural works. There's so many buildings. We'll just do what we can. Okay, amphitheatre, please. Alright, so we have 4 envoys. Right, so let's do the 4 that we're suzerain of. Just to make sure we stay suzerain. Hopefully we can get some extras, or maybe next time we can use them to try and become suzerain of more. Okay, no progress on science. So we now have 115 tourists, but we now need 202. It's Gandhi, isn't it? Gandhi's the difficult one. No problem there. We are very friendly and have nothing to hide. Apart from our great works, I suppose. We're not hiding them, they're on display. Rhodes needs more food. Got another civic. Right, I think probably a broadcast centre again. I would absolutely love to build some more wonders and such like, but I certainly could do with building some builders. I need to be full speed ahead on the tourism. Okay, so we're dominant over Serbia now. Getting there, so hopefully we'll keep getting these. I think we already went dominant over Norway, so we need to do that with every culture. Sounds like ending with India. It's like Tomiris has managed to get Nidaros, so she's doing a bit better for a religious victory. Still think it's too much in question though. She hasn't defeated Cleopatra. Okay, we need some alliances back. There. Do alliances next turn. Okay, so we've got some new envoys, so we don't have... I don't think we need to do them on our suzerain ships again, so let's try some new ones. A couple in Toronto, one in Kandy. See how we do. Toronto's probably better bet because it's currently suzerain none. Doesn't look like we have gained it though. Not to worry. Tomiris likes us. Always a positive. Great engineer. Not likely, unfortunately. Oh, this is interesting. Right, she wants an alliance with open borders. She wants quite a lot of stuff, but she is going to give us gold. I'll accept that. Might help us to make some buildings. Okay. Cursto Redentor. I think this should boost our tourism actually. Okay, it stops tourism from being affected by the technology of the other nations. Many options. That's good. 133 we now have. Okay. Right, Athens needs a broadcast centre before anything else. That's weird. Okay, not willing to be allies. Disappointing. Let's see if we can make a trade route. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Oh, we need to wake up first. No. Happy to be friends. Okay, so where are our other great works? Well, everywhere, unfortunately. I might actually do Athens again. Just thinking we need to protect the Hermitage, and we can actually protect the city centre as well as the industrial zone. As well. Right, roads. I need an archaeological museum from you. Right, I have a few options, but I think the main thing I could do with is a builder. Right now. Never gonna happen. No. I don't want to help you get into space, and guidance systems sounds too much like it will. See if we can make an alliance. No. I wonder if we're getting too close to winning. Doesn't feel like it, but maybe we are. So people don't want to ally us anymore. Okay, well, got a few options. Do advanced flight, and we are now dominant over Egypt. Cool. Getting there. Slowly getting there. Here, Cleopatra's started on her way into space. Right, we've now got 150 tourists and we need 205. That's starting to look hopeful. Okay, we're in Athens, so we want down here counter spy again, and this time I'm going to go for industrial zone, which should protect the Hermitage and the city centre. So we've got 2 spies protecting Athens right now. We definitely need as many spies as we can get. Plus the spy won't necessarily manage to protect them. I can't see any enemy spies. You can generally see them. So far doesn't seem to have happened, which is a relief. Good. Just renew the mission. I'll often send... I do a builder. Spies on offensive missions to start with just to gain experience, but I don't want to risk it this time. 1 envoy. Okay, let's try Toronto again. Still not suzerain. Running through the research at a rate of knots now. Okay, Knossos has built an archaeology museum, so let's build an archaeologist, take advantage of it. Never. Right, I'm guessing they've managed to build a builder, which is great. So, what else can they theoretically build? We do need the Eiffel Tower, actually, but I'm wondering if Athens should be the one to build it if it possibly can. So how about you build another spy, because we are going to need another one. Okay, Mr. Builder, is there anywhere you can build a seaside resort? Nowhere I can see at present. Unless I'm seriously missing something. Okay, well that's fine. Let's try to do some improvements instead. So what options do we have in terms of improvements? I don't actually have any horses yet. I am still eyeing up the uranium a little. Might go for the silver for now. Oh, we should get the aluminium. Don't have any of that. People are still happy to be friends, they just don't seem to want to be allies. Great musician, excellent. Probably just stay there for now. Interesting. I think actually looking at it, yeah, we are winning, they fear us. Ah, they're going off us because we don't have an air force. That's awkward. But yeah, we're basically, people aren't allying us because we're actually winning, which is a good sign, oddly enough. Athens, right, Athens, what can you do? Well, we could build a factory, which would definitely help us. Or we could go straight on with the next wonder. Let's do the factory. Don't actually have any of those yet. Ephesus. Okay. Right, we're going to need Broadway and the Eiffel Tower. They're a decent size. Maybe they're a good one for Eiffel Tower. Old towers in your civilization gain appeal. That would probably win us the game in itself, so that's worth us getting. I'm not convinced that Athens actually has any flat land. I don't think this counts. Could be wrong. Maybe I should have built it with Athens instead. Still, Athens does have all the wonders so far. Right, 3 envoys. Oh, we're suzerain of Toronto now. Brilliant. Let's do Toronto again and a couple in Kandy. Even if we don't become suzerain, we should gain this bonus, which will help with getting our naturalists. I wonder if we could still have a naturalist here, even if we've taken up this antiquity side. Might be worth a try. I don't think it should matter. It's not like an improvement. The antiquity just disappears. Okay, right. Well, we're probably not going to own any of these. Let's do replaceable parts. Okay. Ooh. Your culture has become dominant over all but one foreign civilization. A culture victory is within your grasp. Brilliant. However, they've made their first move towards Mars, both of them. So we now need 200 tourists and we have 183. I think we might have this, and soon. Which is brilliant. Let's... copper or bananas? The age-old question. Do we have any copper mines? I'm naturally inclined to see copper as more valuable. But then possibly our citizens would like to eat bananas as well. I'll do bananas. I think we often trade for them. Hopefully all we need is to finish some of these broadcast centres and then we'll be done. In fact, Athens has probably already finished one. Aha! So if we send, I guess, one musician each to the broadcast centre? So what have we got? Music. Yeah, so it just says music. Where is it now? Oh no, it can only hold one. Oh, fair enough, don't have to worry about theming them, but it does help with tourism, so... Right. Okay then, so yeah, we really need loads of broadcast centres. Okay, Olympia. Amphitheatre, please. Can I buy an amphitheatre? I can. Can I buy anything else? I can't. Right, okay, that's good. So we'll do another archaeological museum. I'm not sure how many great artists there are left. Envoy. Okay, well let's do Bandar Brunei, because they don't currently have a suzerain. Oh, brilliant! We can build a seaside resort. That will give us more tourism, and probably better not build an oil rig in that case. Might affect the appeal of the tile. I don't know why that suddenly became possible. I'm sure it wasn't there before. We must be getting a lot closer. New 199, Gandhi has become slightly less cultured. 9 tourists to go. Come on, we can do this. Any second, we can do this. Okay, you can sleep for now until we have more broadcast centres. You need to go do the rice paddies or something, the farm. We have a new great artist, thank goodness. Does portraits. Perfect. And Rhodes can do a broadcast centre. Okay. Okay, so where did we have that had portraits? This one, Ephesus. It has 2 portraits, so we want to send them to Ephesus. It's great, don't forget where my own cities are. Oh, here you go. This will probably win us the game in itself. Maybe not, but it might. Haven't seen the Culture Victory end screen for a while. It's quite an interesting one, the Culture Victory. It's very sudden. It's quite a bit of build-up to the science victory, and of course domination and religion are usually fighting to get that last capital city. And culture can almost happen by accident because it goes up and down all the time. You see here the amount we need has gone down to 197. So yeah, the Kiss is a portrait, so that's now themed. Our tourism should have shot up enormously, and that should win us the game. Fighting religious wars over Norway. Counter-spy success, renew. Okay, interesting. I actually thought that would be it. Apparently we have exactly 197 tourists. Why haven't we won? Do we need to do it for a certain number of turns? No, not going to worry about it, we'll just carry on. And at some point we will suddenly win. Right, is there anywhere else we're doing portraits? Well, the Hermitage could do portraits, potentially. It's whether we can move one of these sculptures somewhere else. I don't think we have any art museums free, so you may need to just stay there for now. Okay, Athens. Yeah, they can't build Broadway, and I will never know for sure when it comes to the Eiffel Tower. Never mind, let's do a power plant. At least then we can build other things faster. That's it.
The worth of a culture is not measured by its accomplishments, but in how those accomplishments last and how they are remembered. The beauty that you have inspired our people to create will ensure that our culture stands for all time.
There we go. So apparently in terms of score, we've got to Warren G. Harding. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, so then we have end of the game. You basically got a bunch of graphs you can look at in theory. So this is how our culture went. It doesn't look like anyone else seriously went for culture, which is odd because Pedro II usually does. Science, of course, we would have been behind on. I think, yeah, this is us here. We weren't terrible, but yeah, it was really between Gandhi and Pedro. That was our main threat, I think. Faith. Tiberius was largely dominating, or she took a tumble there for some reason. Gandhi was pretty good as well. And Cleopatra was, yeah, it seemed a bigger deal than she was, I guess, because she was right next door. Player score. Everyone did reasonable, but yeah, we did come out on top, so that's good. So yeah, in effect you can look at them, you can do just one more turn, so you can carry on playing from where you were. I don't usually do that myself. I quite like having the definite ending. So, yeah. Victory. As the Greeks. So, yeah. It's not a huge amount else to say. I did think we cut it a little bit fine with the science, because for ages I was thinking of religion as the big danger. You have to watch it with science, it can creep up on you. But we were fine, we got there. We didn't have... Because normally with science I'd have like massive industrial capability for the end game, so I would do Mars very rapidly. Have like 3 cities ready to build the 3 parts you need, fully packed with industry. But it doesn't look like they did, so they were a bit slower than they could have been, and with culture it tends to grow naturally anyway, as does the tourism. So I probably didn't need to be too worried. There was a lot more we could have done. We only managed 1 broadcast centre in the end, but it worked. That's what matters. We got over the finish line faster than everyone else. So yeah, that's one way to get a culture victory, I guess. And certainly with Pericles, that's the easiest victory you can get with him. He's very geared for it. So yeah, first time playing as Pericles as well. Quite a good guy to play as. So leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video series.